Well, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised from the rising of the sun to the going down of the very same. The Lord's name is worthy to be praised. Listen, I just wanted to drop something on you. I won't be on this evening as we normally are on Wednesdays, but I had something on my heart that I wanted to pre-record and share with you. Oh my gosh. So we are in very, very different times. I'm sure we all can agree to that. I am one of those that is a realist, and a lot of us are going through a lot of different things, and life has a way of dropping you when you least expect it, right? People, trusted systems that you relied on, dreams you built can suddenly slip through your fingers, leaving you wounded and wondering if you'll ever rise again. I'm certain that some of those that work for the federal government that have been laid off, that have been terminated for illegal reasons or what have you, are thinking about that. They feel like they've been dropped, and some drops are from betrayal, some are from a friend that maybe turned their back on you, or a leader that failed you, or a loved one that walked away, or that you had to step away from. Drops come from all different places. Let's be honest. From circumstances beyond our control, going back to the government things that are going on, a sudden loss, an unexpected failure, a door slammed shut in your face. We all have been dropped in some way. I want to talk about the reality of being dropped, and I want to focus on this thought: dropped but not stopped. Dropped but not stopped. Listen, I want you to, and when I talk about drop, let me say this. When I talk about drop, I'm not talking about being tripped. I'm not talking about slipped. I'm talking about dropped by somebody who was supposed to hold you up. Sometimes life drops you. Sometimes people drop you. Sometimes systems drop you. But here's what I came to tell you. Being dropped does not mean being stopped. If we need a witness, we can talk about Mephibosheth in 2 Samuel 4:4. The son of Jonathan, God's son of Saul. He was in line for the palace, but one day chaos hit. His nurse tried to run with him and dropped him, and he became crippled. He ended up down there in Lodabar, a place with no pasture, no promise, no progress. And, sometimes that's just how life works. Sometimes you can start in promise, but end up in a dry place. A dry place. Hurt, hidden, and haunted by what happened. But let's be real. All of us have a drop story. I have a drop story. Dropped by friends. Come on. Dropped by family. Come on. Name the category. Dropped by leadership. Dropped by life itself. And some of us are still limping from something that happened years ago. The danger is not the drop. It's staying in Lodabar when the king is calling your name, right? Because in 2 Samuel 9, King David asked, is there anybody left from the house of Saul that I can show kindness to? That's what King David asked. And somebody said, yes, there's one named Mephibosheth, but he is lame in both feet. And David said, bring him to me. That's grace talking, right? That's covenant remembering, because when God gets ready to restore you, he doesn't check your condition, he checks the covenant. Listen, the prophetic charge here is you may have been dropped, but you're still royalty. You may have been mishandled, but you're still chosen. You may have been forgotten, but you are still called. The king hasn't canceled your seat. He is reserving it. And here's the revelation. Watch this. Lodabar is a holding place, not a stopping place. If you're taking notes, write that down. Lodabar is a holding place, not a stopping place. Mephibosheth came broken, but he left blessed. He came limping, but he left lifted. He came expecting rejection, but received restoration, because the king said, watch this, you'll eat at my table continually. And that's your word today. You're about to eat in the same place you cried. You're about to feast where you once felt forgotten. Your scars will not stop your seating. They are proof that grace carried you through. I want to declare over your life, being dropped will not stop you. It's launching you. I want to declare over your life, what was meant to break you will build you. I want to declare over your life that Lodabar was temporary, but the palace is permanent. Your condition is not your conclusion. The king remembers your name, he remembers your covenant, and he remembers your calling. So don't cry over the drop, shout over the destiny. Don't curse the fall, celebrate the favor, because when God gets ready to restore you, watch this, he'll call you by name. Lord have mercy. I had to clap right there. Pull you out of the low place and sit you back down at the king's table. You were dropped, but you were not stopped. You were wounded, but you are still chosen. I want to leave you with this. You are going to testify that the king called my name. That's going to be your testimony. The king called my name. You are on the roll call of victory, and the king is about to call your name. Be encouraged, dropped, but not stopped. God bless you. Dropped, but not stopped. Dropped. Remember that? Dropped. You may have been dropped, but you haven't been stopped. God bless you.